Sunday.
Well, the weather's going to be a bit more summer holiday-like this week. Highs today of 21 Celsius with some bright sunshine on the cards. A bit of cloud as well, but generally it's going to be okay, and it's likely to stay dry. And much the same for the rest of the week.
Hamptonshire's Connect FM.
Connect FM. Good morning. Welcome to Breakfast 7:08 with Annie Lennox doing Little Bird. We're at a barbecue on Saturday night. Very tasty. No,
yes.
It's good. They had the best of Annie Lennox on CD and played it on repeat for the whole evening.
What more do you want, though, to accompany your barbecue?
Absolutely. Nothing says party on a Saturday night more than Love Song for a Vampire, really.
Actually, it would be appropriate to play Love Song for a Vampire, wouldn't it, at a barbecue? Because I'm sure you'd have, a burnt steak.
Get on with it.
Julia Roberts is the highest-grossing female movie star, but how much has she grossed at the American box office? This will make you absolutely sick to death.
I presume it's more than 500 million then.
Yeah, it is.
How much?
$2.3 billion.
It's a disgrace, isn't it, really? Not that I'm a communist or anything, but I just think there's something wrong with there being people who have that amount of money in the bank while the rest of us don't. Do you know what I mean?
It's a bit annoying, yeah.
I'm not saying that we should all just share all the money out equally, because obviously I want more than other people, and that's fine. But I just think it's ridiculous.
You're sounding like somebody else I know now.
Yeah. It is Will Young. 7:09, good morning. Playing just great songs. This is Connect FM, the More Music Breakfast show. Gregg and Carlo with Will Young and Grace. Monday, 7:15. This time next week, I shall be running along a beach with a dog. It'll be like that advert with the roller skates.
Something, but I won't.
Do you remember the ad? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But
I do remember. Yeah, I do remember that.
Because we're house sitting, we're dog sitting next week, so it's great. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, there's going to be a bit of summer weather. The thing is that I've noticed every year that I go on holiday in the summer, we end up having the best week of weather for the week that we're on holiday.
Yeah.
We're very lucky. It's almost as if somebody's smiling on us somewhere.
Yeah, someone is looking after you.
Well, indeed. But I think I'm now due my bad luck when it comes to the holiday weather. I think this is going to be the equivalent of one of those caravan holidays when you're a kid and it rains constantly for the 2 weeks you're there. We're going to end up spending the whole of our holiday playing Uno.
You're sounding like this other person I know again.
Right, cheerful. We're going to be cheerful. That's right.
Happy, entertaining, cheerful breakfast shows. It's a Monday. We all need cheering up.
Speaking about happy and cheerful, there was a new poll out at the weekend of the greatest comedy double acts of all time. Now, seriously, who do you think should be number one?
Well, I would have thought... I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Morecambe and Wise in the world, but I would have thought Morecambe and Wise would have been at number one, and then possibly the two Ronnies, who I actually prefer to Morecambe and Wise, they could have been up there.
You would have thought they would have been number one, number two, and then maybe somebody like French and Saunders, or Rick Malade Edmondson, or Fry and Laurie would take the third spot. You would have thought that would be how the poll ended up. Well, Morecambe and Wise and the two Ronnies were both in the top three, but neither of them made number one.
So who was number two and who was number three out of those two, then?
I don't know, but I know who was number one. And I'll tell you next.
More music at breakfast with Gregg Nunney. Northamptonshire's Connect FM.
7:19, good morning. Highs of 21 today. It's going to be bright and sunny later. Bit of cloud this morning, but it should stay dry, and praise be, it's pretty much the same for the rest of the week as well. Good morning, 7:22, the More Music Breakfast show with Gregg and Carlo. Jackson's, can you feel it? So, poll came out over the weekend. I read this yesterday. The top celebrity comedy duos of all time, okay? Now, you would have thought Morecambe and Wise would be number one, but they were in the top three, as were the two Ronnies, but neither of them came up at number one on the list. You will not believe this when I tell you. It's just so surprising, and it just goes to show that the people who were voting for it must have been of a particular age. Now, I don't want you to look at the screen,
okay?
Because I'm going to play you a bit of this. This is the duo who have been voted the greatest comedy duo of all time. Okay, have a listen.
It's Christmas time. There's no need to be afraid. At Christmas time, we let in light. and we banish shame. But in our world,
Yeah, the stars of Gavin and Stacey.
Corden and Horn.
Corden and Horn.
Pardon the pun, but you are joking.
for your arms.
You are
Oh,
joking.
just go, mates.
It's been voted. They've been voted the greatest comedy duo. Seriously,
No way.
They are a pair of very good comedy actors.
Yes, yeah, I'll give them that.
They've been voted the best comedy duo of all time.
But they're not really a comedy duo. They're not really a double act as such, are they?
Well, the thing is, they did that they did a sketch show that lasted for one
Yeah.
series and then got axed because it was
It's
rubbish.
an outrage. It's outrageous.
So
I'm disgusted.
Better than the Morecambe and Wise, better than the Two Ronnies, better than Hale and Pace, better than Cannon and Ball. James Horn and Matthew.
Well, actually, I do agree with that last one. There.
Yeah.
Better
It's,
than Cannon and Ball. Anybody's better than them.
But how bizarre! What a bizarre thing to happen. do you know?
That's not right.
So anyway, it got me thinking, what do you reckon is the worst decision that was ever made? Because that's got to rate up there as the worst decisions that have ever been made.
I've made a few.
What? Well, that's what I was going to ask. What is the worst decision you've ever made?
I wouldn't reveal any of them on the radio, though.
Text me this morning, connect then a space, then your message, 60300. What is the worst decision you ever made? Carlo's worst decision was when he voted for Diana Vickers on The X Factor before realising he hates her. 7:25, good morning. Just great songs, Diana Vickers doing Once. Good morning, welcome to breakfast. This is Connect FM. I've discovered something fantastic. I discovered it last night, and it's a new toy on my iPhone, and I'll let you know about it before 8 o'clock this morning. Also coming up, we'll do the celebrity top 3, counting down the big showbiz stories of the last 24 hours. Horn and Corden being the #1 comedy duo of all time is bound to feature up there.
That's a joke in itself. I'm sorry.
You're shocked by this.
Yes,
You're genuinely
I am.
surprised.
Yeah, I've nothing against the two of them. Like you say, they're great comedy actors, but they're not a double act as such, and they shouldn't be at #1. They shouldn't be ahead of Morecambe and Wise and the Two Ronnies.
Okay, what we're asking this morning, because Horn and Corden have been voted the greatest comedy duo of all time, what is the biggest mistake you ever made? Something that you did, thought was a good idea at the time, and then regretted afterwards. Carlo, stop smirking.
I'm just thinking, I would love to share them with you. Well, I'll share them with you off air, Greg, but
Okay.
I can't tell you about any of them on air.
I'll just turn the microphone on, it's fine. Elton John on the way after the news and the travel.
Connect FM.
Top temperatures of 21 today, looking fairly good outside actually. A bit of cloud at the moment, but it should be sunny later. Definitely going to stay dry, which is what we want. Right now, 7:34. Are you ready for love? Good morning, this is Gregg and Carlo with the More Music Breakfast Show, Connect FM. You know, I found this brilliant thing on my phone that I was going to do this morning. It's great. Basically, it's a robot voice, okay? And you type in whatever you want, and it says it to you in a robot voice. It's brilliant.
Really? That sounds good.
So the idea was that I was going to get it to say your name, and I got it to say stuff. I was playing with it last night. Got it to say stuff like "This is Connect FM."
Is it a bit like
Kylie is
Stephen
next.
Hawking?
It's a bit like that,
Is it?
yeah.
Oh.
And I was going to get people to text in, and we're going to get the robot to say hello to them. And my phone's not working. So best laid plans and all that.
Typical.
Proves it's live anyway. 7:38. Good morning. It's Madonna doing Into the Groove. Good morning, welcome to Breakfast Connect FM with Greg and Carlo. I'm really worried about my phone now. It's cost me a fortune and I've not got it insured.
You see, all these expensive gadgets and things, are they really what they're cracked up to be? That's what I
Well,
wonder.
it wasn't until about 10 minutes ago.
I still use a phone box.
You use a tin can, Carlo. 2 bits of string. If you want to text us this morning, you can. It's Connect, then a space, then your message, 60300. Let me know what you're up to, by the way. Are you going on holiday today? Are you away for the week this week? Let me know all about it if you are. We've still got Leona Lewis to play before 8 o'clock. And we'll do some entertainment news too. Love that. Tasman Archer doing Sleeping Satellite. Good morning. Welcome to Breakfast Connect FM. Greg and Carlo. Travel on the way in a minute. I've got the talking device on the phone to work now. It's brilliant. It's come back on.
Excellent.
And you'll love this. Basically, yeah, it's like a pocket Stephen Hawking is the best way to describe it. You type something in and the phone talks to you and it does what you tell it. So have a listen to this.
This is Connect FM. Hello, Carlo Fiorentino. You look nice. Can I smell your hair?
It's great.
Of course
isn't
you
it?
can, dear. Of course you can. Have a sniff now.
It's brilliant, isn't it? So I've now got this robot co-host for the show. If you would like the robot to say anything to you at all, then you need to text me. Connect, then a space, and your message to 60300. Hours of fun with this. Please keep it clean. It's a family show. But if you want the robot to ask you to smell your hair, that's fantastic. Just text Connect space message